All right, welcome back here at Beamer & Son Garage. Our last video was the Cavalcade Customs video, and there was a couple installments, part 1, part 2, and then the finishing up on it. And this video is going to be, we're going to go back a little bit to the videos before the Cavalcade. It was the run in the grass. And we're going to show what we got at the run in the grass on that weekend. So we're going to go back about a week. Wasn't this weekend, it was last weekend, so we're going to go a little over a week and a half ago. We're going to go back in time, and we're going to show what we got. So we ended up with a lot there at that spring pumpkin run, a spring run in the grass. But what we did end up with was 2 Pontiac rallies, and they're the big bolt pattern. They're not 5-on-5, but they got the big 1/2-inch stud that fits through the hole. So you can see how big that hole is. I mean, it's just huge. It's a 1/2 inch. You know, most General Motors GM products are a 7/16 stud, and a real small, and 4 3/4. But these are the 1/2 inch studs. So these are the hole's bigger, and I think the bolt pattern is bigger. It's for, of course, it's for a heavier car. You know, Camaros, some of your other Pontiacs and whatnot have the small holes. And oh, there's our friend Sammy. That's my Sammy kitten. Sammy girl. I think that's Sam 1 or Sam 2. Sam. That's Sam 2. Yeah, that's not the original Sam. There's a couple Sams around here. But anyways, so we got these 2 Pontiac rallies. That was 2 things we got. We ended up with that. Then we ended up getting a carburetor for our Duster, because we got a little 600 Holly that I just hate. And it's got dirt in it, and it's always carrying on and causing me trouble. And we picked up this Holly here, and it's kind of unique. I've never seen one like this. It doesn't look like a conventional Holly, but there's a list number on it right there, 2265. And it's a weird looking Holly. Guy we bought it from said it's about a $300 carburetor. And reason we bought it was it's a rare carb. It's got the rear spread bore. It's got the bigger barrels here and the small barrels here, which only fit like a GM, and certain Dodge products have this the barrels like that, big barrels in the back and small barrels in front. So this should go right on our Duster. And I could probably take it's probably a spacer plate on there. Is there a plate on there? I think there is. Yep, there's a plate on it. So I can remove that plate and get rid of that. So we got two tires, rims. Tires are no good, the rims. We got a carburetor from the spring run. We call it the run in the grass. And the Pontiac wheels are going to be for I think they're going to be on my car unless the son buys 4 new tires. And the Duster here is going to like that new carburetor. And there's that pistol grip I keep talking about. There was a car on at the Cavalcade. It was a blue Duster, the 318 3-speed, and he had a little stick knob up here for his shifter. And of course, what I did with mine was I cut my shifter off down there at the base. You can probably see the weld. Yeah, there you can. You can see the weld right there. There's the weld right there. So I cut that off right there. I had it cut off, and then I bought this pistol grip shifter. It's actually just a stick, just a shifter stick. I bought that offline on eBay, and then I had the guy that now works for me weld that stick on that shifter. So now it's a 3-speed pistol grip, and we love it. So that's what we got. That's what we got done on that one, and that's how we did it. You could do it too. You know, you're gonna pay about $1.50 for a pistol grip handle with a stick. I paid like $150 for that, and I felt lucky that I got that for that price. So, carburetor, 2 wheels, and there's some more stuff up over on the hill over here that we've already put all this away. When I came back that day, I had a back seat full of parts, and no, the son didn't come home to help me. He didn't come home. I wish he would have. Okay, there's a bumper on top of a bumper right there. And what we bought was he actually did this. It was in there during the run in the grass video. He bought that. And there's our existing bumper, and it's all bent. It's twisted and mangled, and he bought a perfectly straight one. And Timmy's a buddy of ours had it, and he had it priced for $20. So there was the price, 20. And I've taught the son, taught my boy to, haggle with people, try to get the price, get a better price. Don't pay what they ask, because they always ask a little bit more, and then they come down on the price. That's why, I love this type of, stuff that, you can buy stuff cheaper, so. He got the bumper for $10. So, and then when we was getting ready to leave, there was a guy who had a pair of bucket seats, and no one knew what they fit. And there's the bucket seats. I got them bucket seats for $20. Now I stuck them in the Mustang because it doesn't have any seats, but they don't fit. I'm gonna have to do some modifying to make them work. I may try, I may not. I believe they're American Motor seats. No one knew what they came out of. And there was a whole bunch of, Ford and Dodge and Chevrolet people down there, and no one knew what they fit. They must be AMC. I've never seen a pair of buckets like that in any other product. So, but I gave $20 on that bucket seats. We're happy. So we got the seats, we got the bumper, we got the carburetor, we got the rims. There's probably something I'm leaving out. I can't think of what it is, but we come away with some good items, And we enjoy ourselves down there. Just as we enjoyed ourselves at the, there's a cat eating dog food. That's a weird cat. Likes the dog food. That's Sam 2. I got Sam 1, Sam 2, and then there's Sam 3. It's Samantha is what their name is, but I call him Sam. But that's my Sam, one of my Sam kittens. What up, girl? What up, girl? She just had a litter of kittens, and I let her out for a little R&R for her to get away from the kittens. I got a lot of kittens. Just recently, I've been blessed with like a albino kitten, all white, and I'm pretty happy about that. So, and yeah, that's what we got today. We showed what some of the stuff we got. There might be something else. I just can't think of what it was. I unloaded it all by myself. And, back to the slave and grime here. I cut the grass yesterday with our John Deere tractor. This is an X model 304. It's the time of the year, guys, get up and start getting on that grass. If you have any grass to cut. I bought this lawn tractor. My mother was still alive about 2.5 years ago. Probably a little longer than that. I've run the heck out of this John Deere. My son was like, "You don't need that, Dad." Yeah. Dad needs it. This is a 4-wheel steer, and their motto on John Deere is nothing runs like a deer. Well, let me tell you, I've run Craftsman lawnmowers for years. I've run other, type of, manufacturers, and nothing rides like a John Deere. This thing rides like a Cadillac. I don't know why it makes it, over the bumps and humps, and it makes it easier. Maybe it's the seat. I'm expecting the seat a little bit. There is some shocks or some springs here that help, but when you're on this Cadillac of a mower and you hit some bumps, it doesn't hurt quite as bad than it would, like, say, the Craftsman. Because when I get on this thing, I'm flat out hauling. I mean, I'm hauling balls. I'm not slowing down for anybody or anything. I'm out there to get the job done as quick as I can and get back to my life. So that's what I do. I cut the grass and I get it cut as fast as I can. Now, I've hit a few things with it. You can see the whole side of it. It's all caved in. I hit a few things with it. It's done some damage, but it's just sheet metal work. I can take something and straighten that out, 2x4 and a hammer, and straighten all that right out. It doesn't really hurt the mower, just a little bit of body damage. And this came out of Georgetown, Ohio, an outfit called the K-Hall Brothers. They're no longer in business. K-Hall Brothers, they went out of business. Apparently they had some thefts, and they were in-house thefts. And so they ended up losing their whole John Deere dealership. And there's another outfit in there now running them, but we really liked them when we bought this. You know, my son tried to talk me out of it, and I wouldn't listen to him. I wouldn't have none of it. And I wanted what I wanted, and I got it. And of course, you know, the Craftsman Mowers, they're sitting over here collecting dust. My son and I collaborated together, and we put a motor on this one. This thing here, bought that from Rondo, famous Rondo. He's on that video called Going Mud. Go back and check that video. Going Mud, you'll see the great Rondo. We bought this Craftsman from him, and the engine went bad. And I done a lot of work to this thing. I put, you know, spindles on it, blades on it, and the motor blew up. So I ended up having another mower that come from my great friend Joe Rumping, nicknamed Psycho. So Psycho's mower was in the back in the barn, back behind us. We took the engine off Psycho's, and there is Psycho's motor. That's his engine off his tractor. We got it back up and going. We used it until I bought the John Deere. And once I bought the John Deere, you can see there's just dirt collecting on this. I don't run it no more. I bought that too. Another one I bought that from Rondo. I bought that from Teddy, our good friend Teddy. We're going to call him Teddy Atlas. We bought that from Teddy Atlas, our friend Teddy. He sold us that for like $300, something like that. And I had to do a little bit of work to it. It's a good mower. But I mean, when you hit a bump, you know, it goes right through you. Now I'm seeing the springs here. It's got springs, and they're just real stiff. Maybe that's the issue. You know, the springs are too stiff. And you hit that bump, it feels like it just, you know, goes right through the spine. It does not feel good. And it's the same springs on that. So, you know, maybe that's the issue is, you know, in these softer springs on the seat. So, you know, that's probably some of it right there. But, you know, we got other mowers. We got them 2 Craftsman. You know, it's the time of the year where, you know, I was already out here yesterday cutting, and you can see the grass was cut, but it's some of them little dandelions are still sprouting up, so I might have to go around and drop the deck a little. Then we got an Errands Tractor my son bought me. And I love this tractor here, but it just doesn't do as good as the John Deere. The capacity, when it gets in high grass, it don't like it. It bogs down, and it about dies on grass. It says, you know, that high or a little higher. And I just cut this yesterday. Then we got a free mower from one of my neighbors, Vince. He gave me this here, Vince the man, the steel man. And Vince gave me this 12 horsepower Murray, and it needs a spindle and a blade and a bunch of work, the tires. And I've recently found a complete parts mower. I haven't got it yet, but I found a complete parts mower, and I might be able to fix that up. You know, once I get it fixed, what am I going to do with it? You know, I'm still going to get on the John Deere. You know, I'll probably just go ahead and maybe pick this one up for parts, and, you know, take the 2 and make one good one and sell them. I'm probably going to keep the Errands because my son bought me that tractor. I probably won't get rid of that tractor. It does have a rear output shaft on it, and you can see it's got a pulley right here, and there's a rear output, and there was trailing arms on it. There's one of the trailing arms. It's missing one over here, and it is hydraulic. You know, it's a hydraulic out. You know, it's got a hydrostat. It's all hydraulic, so the deck goes up and down by hydraulic. It moves forward and back by hydraulic. It's a cool tractor, and it's made by a company called Errands. You never heard of them? Well, there you are. There's your Errands. So, you know, I'm sure you guys already know spring's here. Spring's sprung up. I got grass everywhere growing. I got to move these cars. I got to get some gravel in here. Plan on doing that real soon. I'm going to start graveling this side yard over here. I'm going to get some gravel in here. And I'm going to gravel, you know, probably up around the back of the house. We'll gravel all this here, so I'll have, you know, places to park cars and gravel instead of in the grass. And then over here, there's 2 spots here. We're going to gravel probably up from probably right up here from Sheba's doghouse, and we're going to go all the way down with gravel. And then there's 2 trees. I got my good buddy Gary Caldwell, my great friend Gary. He's going to take care of these trees for me at a cost that I'm not going to disclose, but, you know, he's going to take these 2 trees down. We're going to do that first one over there at the far end by the dog. We'll move the dog. We've got to have a power line dropped, and then I'm going to call him. He's going to come over and drop that first tree. And then the second tree, yeah, he's going to have to take it down. I hope it's kind of slanted towards the house. I hope it don't fall in the house, but we're going to leave that up to our friend Gary. So Gary will handle that for us. And that'll be done into that. Now the tennis racket here, people are probably wondering, what's the tennis racket for? No, I don't play tennis anymore. But this tennis racket is good for, I have these great big carpenter bees, yellow and black bumblebees. They're real big ones. And they constantly harass me. So I do the John McEnroe. Yeah. You know what happens? They die. So yeah, my son can pick me up a couple. This here belonged to my sister when we were kids, and unfortunately I've damaged it. You can see it's a little whopper jaw, but it still works. I'm probably going to retire it. I had another one that was mine when we were kids, me and my sister, and that was my sister. So, but yeah, Jody, I'm sorry about your tennis racket. Yeah, it's a little damaged, but hey, you know, you want it back, you know, good luck with that. But so we got a few things in our spring run, and that's what we're going to show today. And we did. So we showed you what we got, and there's what's what I'm talking about. Could you see that bee? Look at that dude. He's huge. I mean, he's humongous. Oh, he's coming my way. Yeah, he's coming my way. We'll get the tennis racket. I'm hampered with just one hand, but I'm still lethal with this one hand. Where'd he go? I'm allergic to bees and wasps, and there he is right there. Oh, he knew I was coming for him. There he is. Boy, he's huge. Oh, he's huge. Oh, here he comes. Missed him. If I hit him, he's going to be dead. No, he's going to fly away. Okay, well, that's the end of that. We're not going to get that one, but we got our little charging station over here with our batteries. We got a bunch of batteries here. You can see what we got going on. And we got a little charger up in here, a little trickle amp charger. And it comes down, and you can see where it's hooked to battery. And we keep the batteries charged around here. And that one's already charged, so go on to another one. And we'll charge this one. And there goes that one. Okay, well, that's what we do around here. We keep our batteries charged, we keep our grass mowed, and then we got a wasp right there. Getting in one of the seats here. Yeah, he didn't like that none. I doubt he survived that. Sprayed him with some wasp killer. My great son bought me a bunch of wasps. Oh, there he goes. Oh yeah, he just flew away. How he ever survived that, I don't know. He ain't gonna live long. And we got our Kawasaki, our KX250 here. We're gonna send this out to have a set of pistons, or excuse me, a set of rings and a piston put in. And we're gonna have that on a future episode. It's a 93 KX Kawasaki 250, KX250. So we're gonna get that going. We're gonna get the blaster up and running. I had it running. For some reason the clutch is sticking engaged. So we're gonna change the oil and try a few things with it, try to fix that. Our Rancher, our 2000 Rancher, Honda 350cc Rancher 2-wheel drive, it's got a starter issue. So we need to put a starter on that and get that up and going. And I guess I'm going to swap over them charger over to this today and get this charged up because it's, you know, it needs charged. So, yeah, I don't like it. And then we'll get back to the Mach and the other cars too. So we got a lot of them here. We got the hearse finally up in front of the garage. And so you guys know what we're going to do with that. We're going to remove all those parts on top of that Challenger, and we're going to put them in the hearse, and then we'll be able to get the Challenger down. It's got a window issue. I want to try to fix the window. A couple other little things on it probably, and then it's going to come out of the garage. And we'll have that on a future episode. You'll get to see the green Challenger. It's got a mean 340. I know there's a lot of other guys that got some mean small blocks and mean engines, but that thing is just pure, just evil. So you'll get to hear that cam and that motor very soon. My good friend Johnny Parsons, he heard the motor run the first time, and Johnny was envious. Johnny's tongue was hanging out, and mine was too. So I couldn't believe I got that engine. I bought it in that car, and I paid $600 for the whole car. 340, 456 posi, 727. It's got a reverse manual shift body in it. I don't believe it's a stall speed converter. No, I know, don't have, as I drove it. There's no stall speed, but it is mean. It is super mean. So, yeah, we're going to get on with that and get back to what we do over here. There's Sam 3. That's my favorite right there. That's my favorite. I believe that's Sam 3. Sam! Sam! Yeah, that's Sam 3. That's my favorite kitten there. I got one up in the house I call Baby. And of course, that goes without saying, you know, she's my baby, but I love that kitten right there. So, look for us in an upcoming episode here where we're going to get on back to what we do here. And check us out on social media. We're at Beamer Garage on Facebook and Instagram. Beamer Garage on Instagram. Check us out. Like, tag, share, follow. Tell a buddy, tell a friend about Beamer & Son Garage. And also check out our friend Scott Speed Shop at Scott Speed Shop YouTube channel. Jedediah and his father Michael. Check those guys out. They got some cool stuff. They're our friends. We like Scott. He's really a super guy. Jedediah, he really helps us out. And also our friend Jamie Phillips at Actions Auto Parts. Jamie Phillips, check him out at Actions Auto Parts. Jamie Phillips YouTube channel. Check him out as Stanford, Kentucky. He's got parts for sale, cars for sale. Check out his YouTube channel. Give him some love. Subscribe to him. Like, tag, share, follow him. And same thing with Scott Speed Shop. He's up, I don't know, he's up a couple thousand views now. And I kind of, at least his viewers, his subscribers. I kind of hope I had anything and something to do with that. Try to help him because he sure helped us out a lot. We're at over 1,000 subscribers, are private. So we finally hit our mark. And we're just a little over a year into it, probably a year and a half into it. We got 211 videos out right now, and that's unheard of for a small channel like we are. But we're persistent, and we're constantly making videos. So, you know, look for them. You'll see us, and we'll see you next time at Beamer & Son Garage. Remember, it's Beamer & Son Garage, all the ones I mentioned forever, and the rest never. We'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys.